Oh, of course, Aragon, Defender of the Faith, he will come to save them. Also, the Ottomans are hugely in debt. If I get declared upon, they might think of that against reasons to fight for me. So when these truces are up and I become vulnerable to attack from the likes of Muscovy and Hungary, I may have to help the Ottomans out with their fiscal situation. Still, I'm not scared of Aragon. I mean, what's he going to do? Sail all the way over here and invade Livonia? A likely story. Speaking of, it's so tempting to integrate you now that it's cheaper. But I really, really want that idea before I do so. Well, I got a few claims. Shuiyu, he says, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back to you, 9 months. Bakhmut, Jake. Of course, that's what we all meant, right? At the very least, I'll be taking Mogilev, but if I make Villainous my target, it'll make overall war score lower against you. Not that that's really going to be necessary. But I'll still say Villainous. Is there anything to be gained by co-belligerating Aragon? Things to be gained would be England and Granada and Savoy in the war. Also, Genoa is their subject. They're going to join in. Interesting. But since I'm not looking to take everything from Lithuania, this won't be a big deal. So give me Villainous or give me death. Yes, yes, I'm quaking in my boots, Aragon. A lucky shot, they managed to kill my general. I should really have more cannons by now. And since I can afford it... there is a fort on Villainous, so no easy out for me there. Nonetheless, I do have Tech 13, right? I should have some cannons going. With this manpower that I don't have. Hope I don't drink so much of it that these guys fail to keep their siege going. No, we're good. We were always good. I see no reason to loot these. Okay, forget it. The devastation is so high here, I shouldn't even worry about what I do to it further. I'm curious if my friend Aragon is going to come and hurt me, though. I mean, it's not inconceivable that he goes for Rostov, goes for Georgia, since that is... It's plausible, that's what I'm getting at. Novgorod brings stuff, but it's not cannon. Yo, throw money at the problem. Jimbo is the best summon. No, he is, you feel dirty if you use him to take down the likes of Penance. These 2,000 guys don't even know what to do. Okay, so if I were to take just these two, what are we looking at? Like 4, 7? But if I take Villainous, suddenly everybody loses their head. Kind of pains me to leave Villainous for others to take. But I could always just be humble, take what I claimed here, force him to change to Orthodox. You know, nothing big. No, forcing him to go Orthodox would probably be way too much. War score, that is. We're looking for in and out to keep him out of my coalition. That kind of conflict right now. Is France a great power? Aye. Wow, I'd be kicking them out of the great power pool. All I need to do is embrace that institution or gain a few provinces. Just so happens I'm doing one of those. I only need 3 development. Better believe I'm taking that. Alright, so Villainous is going down. think I'm going to be relying on my happy Russian man to get more troops before long. Alright, Riga's delightfully on my side, and one should always try to keep the Ottomans tarted up. Fisheries. Times of need. The dynasty of our noble Krzyżarykvik is certainly a powerful one. We rule many nations. So I'm going to ask if we can get any help. I would love some diplomatic aid. Yeah, would love some diplomatic aid. Might get me those dip points that I need to reduce the aggressive expansion further. Which is exactly what the doctor ordered. It also might not. Those are the risks you run. So with that, Riga is probably not going to join any coalitions against me anytime soon. We knew we had a friend in Belo Ozero. Same guys I didn't help either and pressed their army. Wait, Poland still exists? Jeez. Some people need historical lessons on how to partition. Alright, Villainous is down. They'd give up, whatever, before too long. I just need to crush them into submission. Hello, Aragon! That's kind of funny in a way. Relative strength of alliances is no joke, I see. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take some time before Aragon pierces through all that, so we can just take our lovely time. Do I look like I'm in a hurry? I mean, what's he brought with him? I could crush that. But it just doesn't seem worth my time to crush that. Then again, if he brings even more over, and given his 77, 87, 91 ridiculous numbers of troops, he probably could bring a touch more. I just don't want to lose manpower over this. But he really doesn't want to not have this fort, so it swings both ways. Cursed relative strength of alliances. Yeah, that's 8 cannons and a siege general for you. And it'll be a while before they start thinking about giving up there. So I've got Belo Ozero's units here, I've got my other subjects' units here. Could send them in like crazy, especially if they're all told to go and attach to these guys. Ah, but there is the whole arriving on different days malarkey, which will hurt me. Well, should probably strike while we have the woody advantage here. Yeah, I can let you arrive. My poor manpower. I just don't want to have to do this. I wonder if Aragon has a plus 10% morale. They get extra morale? Yes, they do. They protect the little folk. They also have Miltech 14, which gives them better infantry fire, which is something I don't want to be fighting them without. But I also really don't want to tech up at 24% extra cost. I mean, I get 10% extra fire, but 10% of a whole lot not much is a whole lot not much. And it is my favourite phase, and it comes first. I'm gonna lose like 10,000 manpower for this for very little reason. Oh well, down we go, unless I really want to spend that money. Money for manpower. People before pennies. Ah, forget it. I'm gonna be a tight git and people will die for me. Fire phase, Aragon. Fire phase. It comes first. Whew, man, that's a pretty awesome battle right there. You rethinking things now, my old friend? Because if you're not, well, I'll give you some food for thought. 10-1. Oh, not quite. Boyars and 10 years of disorder. How are those boyars looking? Oh, they're actually really loyal right now. Well, too bad. It'll come back. The great power of Muscovy has forced Crimea to break their alliance with Nogai. A sense of uncertainty lingers in the air. Nogai is about to be attacked by Muscovy, which is going to break the guarantee that Muscovy has over Great Horde. That kind of works against me in unpleasant ways. How much did the Ottomans take from Timtim? They're just eating Persia alive. Yeah, Muscovy really built up an army there, and they are teching nicely. Funny, if I called in Ottomans, that would level out the relative strength of alliances in a heartbeat. Did I just see some something of that? Yes, I did. Hello. Welcome to the fray. Oh man, that should be a 10-1. 10-1. I don't think I'm being particularly greedy here. I am very purposefully being not greedy, to the point where I can get this. Maybe that is greed in itself. Can't wait to get that extra diplomat as well. Boy, do I need that. In fact, it could be mine very soon. Very, very soon. What do we finish off with? Rostov ideas, they're not bad, but they have nothing military, which some say is absolute garbage. Some people see an idea group, they don't see reduced scoring cost, they don't see anything military, and they just go, bah, awful idea group. I don't really feel that way. I like some variety. Okay, I wasn't giving Muscovy my full attention here though. I need to think what to do with the situation. He will no doubt crush Nogai and Great Horde. I'm not in a position to jump on Great Horde at this point, although since it will break the guarantee I should take that opportunity to eat up Great Horde land. Even if, well, annoyingly it's not part of land that I'm intending on taking. I mean, I will want Kasimov and Pronsk, but I can see Muscovy taking Kasimov, which would be a real pain in the bum. Either that, or I make Great Horde give up their alliance with Nogai, which would be awesome. But he doesn't see it that way. He's got enormous trust with Nogai, which means he would most certainly get in on that. Damn. Difficult. Very difficult. Okay, it's happening exactly how we thought, with one exception. We did not foresee the Great Horde breaking their alliance with Nogai, not when they had such high trust. I guess that debt really is pounding them down. That, or they no longer wanted that relation, but I guess not. Interesting. Muscovy hate me. They would most certainly get involved in that kind of war, but that's not really what we're looking at here, because I still have huge amount of truces across the board. Interesting though, very interesting. Come on, I don't want to stick around in this war forever. It'll be over soon. There's a suggestion that I have no salt provinces. Well, Yuriev would beg to differ. Well, speaking of differ, Good show, my subjects. Put Aragon in their place. And once they are hopefully dead, which they're about to be. Alright, Habsburg's still on the throne there, but this whole religious war, I was hoping it would trigger and make sparks fly. Oh, this will make some sparks fly. Why is everyone so fast? Well, for shock, can't complain about that. Such a reasonable demand here, and yet they say no. So, Muscovy, gonna crush through these guys. I'm fairly certain you're gonna have no problems with it. Not with Nagai dying to Uzbek, and Oirat getting bogged down that way as well. Ah, this event is the worst. So I'm either gonna cheese off the burghers or the clergy. Can't really, I mean, I have no problem giving the burghers that bit more. They do so much for me, why not? They do so much for me. A development cost might be useful in another world. Chunk. Might have to take that institution soon, but I really want Moscow to embrace it. Oh, we're looking at a good 10 years or so, and there's no way that I can... either that or I spend obscenely over on this one tech. Or find something else to do with all that admin, but I don't feel like developing right now, so... I'll have some provinces to core at least. Which country has the best colour in your opinion, Jake? Well, that is definitely Sardinia-Piedmont. That beautiful quail egg blue. Never doesn't look good. Alright, thank goodness for this. Extra diplomat, extra combat ability, because we're so good at using our diplomats, of course. I would love to make Sweden not hate me so much, but boy do they really hate me. I should be very, very careful of what I do with my relations right now. Although I want to conquer the Livonian Order, their alliance with the Teutonic Order is a bit of a pain, that as well as Riga. And I don't think anybody is going to be willing to break alliances on my part. Well, unless your name is Riga and you are pathetic. I could force Riga and Livonian Order to break up. That gets rid of a lot of units, and it's just me fighting Livonian Order and Teutonic Order. But again, the aggressive expansion is... it's out of this world. How about automating some diplomats, Jake? Nah, I kinda need them for, you know, pinning on the Ottomans forever. Nice to see you've got that claim there, Livonia. Almost like I could do with more claims on Muscovy. You know what, I think I'll have a spy network on Muscovy to celebrate that new diplomat. Just keep him there forever. There is the idea of just straight up attacking the Teutonic Order. I don't see East Frisia or Ragusa helping out in any way. And if I can force Livonian Order and Teutonic Order to break up, which is so incredibly close. And it would be if I... wait, what? No Casus Belli. Of course I have Casus Belli. I don't think it counts subject Casus Belli, though. Alright, I'm gonna get a claim on you, force you to break up with the Teutonic Order, and then I punch the Teutonic Order so fiercely in his face that he just explodes. That's the dream. Wait, why is Livonian Order allied with Granada? Well, of course, because Granada has become Catholic. And they're blending right in. Disgusting, really, but... you know, if you were Granada, what you gonna do? I've seen much worse. You know, back before I didn't have my never ally France rule, that's how I survived as Granada. I hate just leaving villainous for Teutonic Order to eat up. But not as much as I hate getting even worse coalitions against myself. So I guess I'm going for that. I mean, couldn't I just take more of this? I mean, really. It's not going to affect anything that much. And of these lands... Okay, I really don't care for taking these taking Mansour. But I need to take these lands to get my borders closed up. Probably going to be a bit border gory, but fit Kinnamandi. Forget it, I don't want to sit in this war forever. We need peace to reign, right? Livonian Order will join a coalition if you take all that, though. I mean, they're not going to join anything right now. There's beautiful truce at the moment, but there we go. Stopped having such hideous holes in my country. Let's get that Molly-Golly core. And Krivoy Roh is mine as well. Ka-ching. Nice and cheap. Actually, really nice and cheap. Shame about the horrific devastation, but there's little that we can do about that. We have a little bit of prosperity, which is unusual, for our country at least. But I also have a lot of forts that I don't need active anymore. It's difficult to think where to go with this kind of situation, though. Yes, I want to eat Livonia, but I also want Livonian Order to sod off, as they say. I mean, I already have a 5-year truce with them, so why not force them to break up with our friends the Teutons? Just need to get that claim on a rebel. Hello mate, have you ever tried a Shirvan run? Nope, never have. I swear somebody's asked that before. I mean, you start with a Silk province, it's practically cheating. This war seems to have got you bogged down right now. Crimea is eating up Crimean land. I have no problem whatsoever with that. Gives me someone that isn't Lithuania to beat up for a change. Not that I have any claims on those, but I'm not scared of what Crimea does. In fact, there's a big old reason to fight them right there. Not all my subjects are staying in line right now. I should probably consider eating up some of them. Bello Zero, for example, he's just sitting there taking up space. And I could eat him up in just a couple of years. But again, I want Livonia inside of me. Would be nice and relatively cheap, and it would be done quite soon. Yeah, there's that core to take back. Core is too valuable not to go for, especially if it's 13 development. But I should still keep relations high. Surely you can afford the printing press now. Afford and wanting to spend are completely different matters. Until I'm scraping that admin cap, I have no intention of going for it. And Moskva still has quite a bit of work to do there. And Happy Russian Man is here to help me out as well. I don't really have any rebel factions that I need to knock down like a regrettable glass of Geneva. I don't think the printing press will be here in time, though. And I certainly don't have dip 15. Muscovy. Taking away from Vladimir. They're just jealous. Oh, I'd love to punch them right now. What scares me a little bit is, though, that they have... Wait, Window in the West mission? Anybody care to tell me what Window of the West does? We fear that Russia is being left behind by other states of Europe. We must not remain backward. Russia must acquire a coast on the Baltic. True enough, that's probably on me. Okay, it's on me and my subject. Couldn't he get one off of Sweden, though? I mean, that would be nice. I'm surprised he's not a lot more aggressive towards Sweden. But they're mutually friendly, which tells me they're probably on the same side here. Yes and yes. I want that war to fire so badly. St. Petersburg was considered a window in the west by Peter the Great. Yeah, and he's not having it. He's probably fortifying Neva, but never mind that. Okay, it's looking grim on the admin power part. I'm about to scrape that cap, just as I was saying that I didn't want to. I mean, an alternative is to develop Moscow to bring it forward, but I think another alternative is to just pay the outrageous costs. I have the money. Of course, there is somebody that helps with that. You'd save me a good chunk of money, but I'd rather get everything I can out of St. Nicholas, because I need that aggressive expansion and improve relations lark. So yeah, we are spending that ridiculous amount of money, and we're getting that tech. Well, why get tech when you can get double tech? It's a good question. I don't have the answer to it. Okay, in a second I'll be able to get my claim on Revel. The Ottomans not keen on calling me into these wars, it seems. They must correctly believe that I am way too strong to need that. Ideas, though. I'm going to take humanism ideas. I'm not going to go down them, but I do need to think which idea group I'm wanting to take now. I do know that I really want to get my military tech up to snuff, because it's really not right now. To the point where I should probably focus on it. Took all those ideas as well. Yeah, Miltech 15 is too important to pass up. We will focus. Aristocratic, Jake. Aristocratic is pretty good. It's just not pretty good enough, and it has its fair share of stab hits. Hello, corruption. Goodbye, money. Yeah, we're spending all that. That's fine. Okay, you owe me some land. Ka-ching. I'll stop doing that to you. And I will make you give up your alliance with Teutonic Order. And then we'll play it from there. I mean, I have a 5-year truce with you anyway. Ha 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 ha. Of course, cue them getting alliance with, I don't know, Muscovy, Ottomans. Who else will do scary things to me? I'm surprised Teutonic Order isn't eating Lithuania right now. He's a militarist, so he's really going to want that land. I should probably get some claims on my good friend Muscovy right now. And the question is on what, though. Morom is an incredible province that would really make him suffer to lose. But there's a lot of Novgorodian land that would benefit me to take. Yeah, Tver is too good to pass up as well. Problem is that as Shirvan you can't really expand except into miners, and once you do that, Muscovy, Timmy and Kebab want you dead, and you don't have any allies. Yeah, Rostov has it worse, I would say, but sure. I'm just not particularly interested in playing Shirvan. Who knows, that might change. I have come around on many nations in the past, and it will happen again. Boy, those clergy are not so happy, are they? Alright, what to do when you are just surrounded by truces. I think next up on the list is punching Great Horde again. Although, with you, it's only a few years until I can give you a good clocking. I can always take Riga. You know, finally. My window on the west. I would take Osel for myself, and then I won't have to hurry on integrating Livonia. No one's going to mind me taking 3 development for myself in a reconquest war. Might even eliminate them altogether. I've been wanting to get some claims on Sweden as well, and I've been completely neglecting that. I need to build a spy network on them to get that started. Alright, this is pretty agreeable. I have claims on the Golden Horde that I can and will pursue. I could, would, and should probably make and pursue a few more. I'm a bit bummed out about him converting this land, but... I mean, short of me resurrecting Ryazan, and I'm telling you now that will not happen. There's not a whole lot